Little Grumpy Riding Hood. Written by Sophia Long. There once was a cottage on the edge of the town. The cozy outside did not match the person who lived in it. She always wore a dark cloak that her grandma gave her before she died. But nobody knew it was cursed. Whoever wore it will become grumpy. That's how Little Grumpy Riding Hood got her name. The town folks thought Grumpy Hood was grumpy because she witnessed her grandmother's death. Every day, Grumpy Hood would look into the mirror with her heavily lidded eyes and say, "That cloak goes good with everything, except my house," she would add. But one day, she was tired of the house. "Today, I'll go and collect some darker wood." So Grumpy Hood cursed the sun to go away and stepped into the deep, dark, mossy, damp, cold woods. The deeper she went, the more sunlight was blocked out. The trees grew nearer and nearer together. Then she saw it, the right shade of dark wood. Every day, Grumpy Hood cut down a tree. She cut and cut and cut. Grumpy Hood could not cut any more. After 3 days of resting, Grumpy Hood decided to go back to the woods. The clearing where Grumpy Hood cut trees had a log cabin. The pile where all her logs had been just 3 days ago were gone. Grumpy Hood got mad, angry. How dare they? How dare anyone do such a thing? Kicking open the front door, she stormed inside. 3 long velvet curtains draped over dusty, musty, rusty windows. There definitely had been no cleaning service in the woods. Grumpy Hood could not believe that a house could get so dirty during 3 days, even compared to her house, which was a pigsty. Crash! Bang! Boom! "Who dares enter the house of the noble wolf?" "I do," chirped up Grumpy Hood. It might have been the cloak that made her blend in with the background, but the wolf looked mildly surprised. Grumpy Hood piped up, "Mr. Big Ears, Mr. Golf Brain, enough," boomed the wolf. His tail was upright and ears perked. He got onto his hind legs, ready to pounce. It was a split-second decision, but during that time, Grumpy Hood had a plan. A very not impressive escape. She ran for it. Missing by an inch, the wolf's jaws squared on the cloak. 2 seconds later, the cloak was down the massive throat. Grumpy Hood felt as if something heavy had lifted off her. She no longer felt grumpy. But the wolf was grumpy. And with one gobble, Grumpy Hood was devoured. Carrots and pigs and radishes and a cloak were flying around the stomach. There was a tunnel that said, "This way." Grumpy Hood could only guess that's where poop came. Of course, she wouldn't go down there herself because that might turn her into dung. So Grumpy Hood climbed up and ran and ran and ran. Finally built a new house. Years passed and Grumpy Hood knit a red hood. It was for her grandkid, and just as you know, it was the red hood for Little Red Riding Hood. Written and illustrated by Sophia Long.